All right, we're here at Texas Frightmare Weekend 2014, the largest horror movie convention of its kind. And right behind me, I got some characters, and you're going to see a lot more as long as the biggest stars here. Stay tuned. We're back at Texas Frightmare Weekend with the one and only Scott Wilson, The Walking Dead. It's so good to see you here. What's it like to get loved on all weekend?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great to get out and talk to the fans who have vested themselves so much in the show and they identify with each of the characters, some more than others, but they really have a deep empathy for what's going on in the show. So it's nice to see them. It's good to meet people who love what you're doing.
Good, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Easy, right? Thank you so much.
That's going to look great, yes. Thank you.
To Matt, pleasant scream.
Perfect. All right, we're back at Texas Frightmare Weekend with the one and only John Cassier, the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Hello, creeps.
That's the voice that everybody loves to hear. In fact,
Thanks.
you've been doing answering machine messages, right?
You know, I do what I can to please the fans,
Good.
so to speak. You know, it's a good time. I was a huge fan of the comic books as a kid, so it was kind of a scream come true to get to work on this show and for it to become such an iconic show over the years. I think the Crypt Keeper was great at making you know that it was going to be a good time, you know, each week, and I think that set it apart from the rest. The same way that Alfred Hitchcock did with Alfred Hitchcock Presents and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a good time.
Yeah, well, do you ever mess with people and do the voice like, I don't know, you're on hold with American Airlines or something?
Well, it's like asking an elevator operator to take a ride on an elevator for the fun of it. Just take me up to women's lingerie, just for fun. You know, it's my instrument, so I got to save it when I can. But yeah, I've pulled a few jokes here and there over the years. I mean, it's been a long time since 1998, so you know. 1988 that we've been doing this show. So see, that's how old I am. Not quite as old as him. These are my salad days. But yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Well, last thing, who are you looking forward to seeing this weekend?
Oh gosh, there's so many great there's so many great people out here that I'm so excited to meet. God, they had like you know, everybody. I've always been into the Universal horror monsters, so it's always kind of cool to see all the effects guys like Tom Savini and those kind of guys that do that kind of thing. That always kind of tickles me, as well as all the celebrities.
Oh, that's great. Hey, thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
This one's super cool. Look at this.
Yes.
Where are you all out of?
Out of Dallas.
Oh, okay, dig it. Right on.
But we're in 5 states.
Okay, cool. Right on, man. Yeah.
And where are you located?
I'm out of Los Angeles, but you know, I also tour all year doing this. Although I'm based there, I don't find myself there quite as much as I do other places, you know?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And this is for a sports network, huh?
Yeah, it's sports and entertainment. So
how cool.
We've had everybody on the show from Hugh Jackman to Metallica. So
How cool, man.
across the board.
Awesome. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm in good company.
Yeah.
Wolverine and Metallica. I couldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Couldn't be too much worse.
And now the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
John? Yeah. He's cool, huh? He's almost like, we were just talking about him. He lives out in LA kind of by me, actually.
Oh, nice.
Oddly enough, yeah. We do a couple, like I see him at these shows a lot because I do quite a few of these.
Yeah.
So you end up like having that kind of camaraderie with these people, you know, you end up seeing them like 3 or 4 times a year, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
So what's next for you guys? What made you, I'm actually curious, just so like outside of like the sports realm and the entertainment realm, were you just trying to like find something a little bit more edgy and different for people to see?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of interesting. So Tom works with Vince Neil.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
so you must be out in Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
As am I.
Yeah, and so we let's see. So Drew was gonna do a kind of more straight ahead sports show, I think.
Yeah.
And then I suggested to Tom here, like, if we if you ever need an ugly white guy to do some interviews, I'll do them. you know,
Oh,
like some
great.
celebrity stuff, and we put it on, and it's been
been good, huh?
People love it.
I think so. It makes a lot of sense to have a little more variety. You know, I mean, especially because things are really blending together the way they didn't used to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, certainly athletes and tattoos go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, actually everybody in tattoos go hand in hand nowadays
Yeah.
since they've been on television. But, you know, it makes sense. It's cool. And you know what's kind of nice is that a lot of those people don't really see the counterculture
Yeah.
of what's going on. Probably wouldn't even know that something like this is widely attended and as greatly attended as it is, you know?
I didn't a couple years ago.
I'll tell you, I do a fan con in Toronto every year with Rue Morgue.
Yeah, I've heard that one's great.
You know, you guys ever get a chance, that's something to cover that's really, although it's out of state, obviously. I mean, it's out of the country, but it's like 30,000 people a day. It's like 4 days. I mean, even on a Thursday, I think we did like 25,000 last year. I mean, it's just insane.
So how many tattoos do you do a day at these things?
It varies. It varies on how intense each piece is. You know, I book about 6 hours to 7 hours a day out, like pre-book, and then I'll take walk-ups for the rest of the time just to meet a few people. You know, yeah.
And where's your studio back in?
Well, you know, I do appointment only since I do custom art. So I work at a bunch of different studios. I just bring my clients to them, and that way I'm not actually. What's kind of nice about that is you're just not dealing with the politics of a tattoo shop. Then, you know.
And you're not responsible.
And I'm not responsible for it either. Absolutely. If I wanted my own shop, I would have it, you know. But yeah, it's been pretty cool, I gotta admit. I do quite a lot of these horror conventions and sci-fi cons and stuff like that.
And that's the best way to be too, because then you get to go and have fun wherever you are, and you're not stuck.
Well, it mixes with rock really well too, because I do music as well, right? And so, like for instance, it all mixes with rock well. Like this weekend, Ace Frehley's going to be here signing, right? You gotta love Kiss and Corey from Slipknot, right? And then I think one of the coolest things is that Ghost BC is going to be here, and they're playing tomorrow night at House of Blues. So we got the hookup. You gonna go? You gonna make it out to the Ghost show tomorrow night?
I wish I was. I'm going to be in New York doing interviews for the Fault in Our Stars.
You gotta do your job.
Much different, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But it's,
You're not getting paid to go see Ghost.
I know. But I want to.
Are you a fan of the music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Right on.
Yeah, in fact, I was going to try and interview him, but
It's not gonna happen.
it's not in the cards this time around.
Yeah, well, it'll be in the future. Those guys aren't going anywhere. They've already made quite an impression on the rock world in a short amount of time, you know.
Which band are you in?
I'm in a band called Damnation,
okay, cool.
another band called Lords of the Damned, and a third project that's kind of alternative country called Kings of the Wild Frontier.
Oh, that's awesome.
And between tattooing and music, that's just how I make a living, you know. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You really can't complain.
That's good living.
Totally, man.